This is the 2020 Ford Endeavour. It was launched in 2016 and it appeared with a facelift in 2020. Straight away, I'm going to be opening the engine bay of this vehicle. The engine bay is quite heavy. It gets a hydraulic studs, as you all can see. The engine has been placed slightly towards the cabin to balance the weight. It gets insulation which blocks the engine noise. This is a 3.2 liter engine. It's a diesel engine with it gets 6-speed automatic gearbox. The hood is actually a little heavy though. This is a projector unit. It gets LED DRLs, halogen indicators though, and halogen fog lamps as well. Let me show you. Yeah, these are the halogen fog lamps. It gets headlamp washers. These are the front parking sensors. It gets a huge chrome grille. So actually the 3.2 liter engine is actually stopped now because of BS6 norms. So this car came with a facelift in 2020 and this model was discontinued. It gets a huge chrome grille as I said before. Gets cuts and creases on the bonnet as well. It says 3.2 6-speed auto on the side. Huge tires. It gets a side step to get inside the vehicle as it's high. So the variant is titanium, it says over there, and it's a four-wheel drive. It gets an electric tailgate, let me show you. But it takes its own sweet time to open. But yet it makes access to the boot easier. So this is a 7-seater. It gets a light at the rear. This is some storage space. And the loading lip is actually also flat so you can store in luggage easily. You get a 12-volt charging socket at the boot. And you can electrically fold the rear seats, the last row seats, which makes access easier if you need more space. You get hooks also on the loading lip. So those are the buttons for to fold the seat. It gets adjustable headrests at the last row as well. Okay, let's close the boot. It takes its own sweet time to close the boot as well, but yes, it is a very nice feature. It gets diffuser treatment at the rear, which is actually very nice. It gets rear parking sensors and reverse parking camera as well. This is the reverse fog lamp. LED lamps at the rear, LED tail lamps. It says Endeavour in bold. Let's get inside. Access to the rear is not that difficult. The doors open wide enough. You can lock and unlock the door from each door. You can central lock and unlock the door. Let's get at the rear last row. Access is not that difficult. You can adjust the backrest as well, backrest angle. So you get a step to get inside as the car is high. This car is actually very nice and you can adjust the seat. It gets seat adjustments like other seats in the front. These are the AC controls. You can change the mode as well. This is for the fan. And it gets a 12-volt charging socket as well for the rear. You get a light placement over here and an AC vent, same as the case here, light placement and an AC vent. You get a panoramic roof which is very huge and useful. You get a rear center armrest and the base of the seat is also very high and it is very wide as well, so you can accommodate 3 people very easily. And the headroom is also very nice and the backrest angle is also very nice. The seat is actually very comfortable. I really love the middle row seat of this car. It's actually very nice and comfortable. Even the legroom is very nice. And you get a hump in the center, so then also you can accommodate 3 people at the rear. The hump is not too big. You get a handle to get inside on all 4 sides as the car is very high. So you get a side step and an handle. So let's do one thing. Let's get at the rear. Access is very easy. You need to slide the seat forward and you need to get inside. Getting inside the rear last row is actually a bit tough, but access is easier. That means you can fold the seats easily, but getting inside, the car is actually very high to get inside the third row. Okay, so you get decent amount of legroom at the rear, at the last row, and even the headroom is nice. Actually, it's not, the tall people will not like it here, and even kids, they may not find it comfortable for longer journeys. But yes, you can travel for shorter distances. For shorter distances, it's very nice. You get a cup holder here and over here. You get two AC vents and light placement. Let's get outside. I expected one touch tumble down seats at this price point. Ford should have offered that. But nevertheless, the quality of everything is fantastic. The interior looks fabulous. The quality is also very nice. So this car can be compared with the Alturas G4, the Fortuner, and the MG Gloster. And let's do one thing. Let's get inside the driver seat. It gets electric adjustments. The door opens wide enough. It gets bottle holder, and this is for the central locking. These switches, it's for the exterior mirror window. It gets automatic headlamps. Those are the headlamp controls. That's for the exterior mirror. Yeah. So the interior looks actually very nice. So let's close the door right away. And this is the steering wheel of the vehicle. So as you all can see, the interior looks fabulous. It gets a partly digital instrument cluster, and it gets two multi-information displays, which is really slick and easy to operate. So it gets leather wrapped steering wheel, and you can browse through various informations as well. So it gets a huge infotainment system, a touchscreen one, and you can browse through various data. It gets multiple apps. It gets ambient lighting as well, so you can change ambient lighting too. It gets a compass, and you can connect to mobile apps. It gets Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well. You can change the ambient lighting. You can change the camera settings, and you can view the camera. It gets a leather wrapped dashboard, which is absolutely very nice. And these buttons over here, it's for the park assist, parallel park. So that works flawlessly. But I feel it's not made for India. And you get various buttons here for low, differential lock, traction control, parking sensors, etc. And you can browse through various informations, as I said before. And the touchscreen is very slick to use, and it's very responsive. It's not slow. It gets multiple colors for the ambient lighting. And this is for the terrain response system. You can change the terrain, and it shows a terrain example: snow, mud, grass, sand mode, etc. And you can even unlock the downhill assist, turn on the downhill assist. So this is the 6-speed automatic gearbox, and it gets a leather wrapped dashboard which feels high quality. It's actually very nice. It gets a panoramic sunroof. It actually gets independent buttons to open the sunshade, which makes it easier. So it actually looks very nice, and this lever is for the wiper. It gets a rear wiper, it gets automatic front wipers, and it gets automatic lights as well. And this lever is for the indicator and the high beam. This is to browse through the left and multi information display. This is for the right, and you can browse through various data: display mode, trip data, distance to empty. You can even check the power distribution of the vehicle, and it shows you a digital tachometer as well. And the left side is completely for entertainment. The steering is available both for reach as well as rake. The left side is to change the audio track only for entertainment. Gets a dual tone dash. So it gets a mirror on the driver's side, and on the other side as well it gets a mirror with the light. It gets a sunglass holder, and it gets one touch operation for the panoramic sunroof. It's a black headliner, a black roof, and beige interior. And yeah, these are the AC controls. It gets dual tone automatic AC, and that's for the volume and the track, to change the track, and that's for the fan speed, and it displays on the infotainment system the fan speed and the temperature. So the AC controls also have been displayed over there, and this is for the cruise control, and that's for the audio system to answer or decline a call, increase or decrease the volume. It gets two cup holders and a center armrest. No electronic parking brake on offer. So yeah, this car looks actually very nice. The feel, fit and finish of each and everything on the inside is very nice. The drive quality is also very nice, and the road presence as well. So it's a great car, but I still prefer the Alturas or the Gloster. This is also nice.
So this car starts at 23 lakh in the Indian market and goes all the way up to 33 lakh, which is very expensive. This car can be compared with the Toyota Fortuner, Alturas G4 and the MG Gloster. Among these cars, I personally feel the MG Gloster happens to be the better buy, as that car offers way more features than the others. So I personally feel the MG Gloster is better, but I advise you to have a look on all these cars before you buy. And this car is really practical, really nice, but it's very bulky, so that bulkiness is not there. I personally feel it's not there on the Alturas and the MG Gloster, but yes, this and the Fortuner is very bulky. But even it is bulky, the car is good. The ride quality, handling, road presence, it's really nice. Thank you guys, see you guys in the next review. Bye.